Hey there, lovely souls. Welcome to my channel Magnetize Official. Today, I'm channeling a message for a divine feminine who may be feeling emotionally distant, like the spark that once burned so brightly has dimmed, leaving behind a sense of apathy. If this resonates with you, it's likely you've been walking the path of a twin flame connection, or perhaps you've experienced other deeply profound soul connections that shook you to your core. These encounters have a way of stirring something ancient and unnameable within us, awakening parts of ourselves we didn't even know were asleep. These connections aren't easy though, are they? They don't simply light you up, they crack you open, they ask you to stand face to face with your own truth. Even the parts of yourself you've tried to bury, they leave you raw, vulnerable, and undeniably changed. It's not just love, it's transformation. Recently, there's been a specific situation involving a masculine energy, someone who entered your life like a storm, stirring emotions you didn't know you could feel. For many of you, this could be your twin flame, but not necessarily. It might be someone else who arrived to play a pivotal role in your soul's journey. Romantic or not, this person served as a mirror, reflecting your own hidden depths and triggering your growth in ways that felt both exhilarating and painful. But here's the thing, while they awakened something extraordinary within you, they also unsettled you. Maybe shaken is the better word, because this connection rattled you so profoundly that it left you questioning everything. Your ideas about love, about connection, even about yourself, all of it came under scrutiny. This shaking wasn't random. It was a catalyst. The intensity you felt wasn't just meant to disrupt you. It was meant to transform you. It pushed you to confront your shadows, those hidden corners of your soul where pain, fear, and unprocessed emotions reside. This person didn't just awaken your light. They also pulled your shadows into the open, forcing you to face what you had hidden for so long. Now, as I tune into your energy, I'm sensing that the why, door to romance, is reversed. It feels as though a chapter has come to a close. This chapter, for many of you, was filled with fiery highs and devastating lows, moments of profound love, searing pain, and everything in between. But now, you're standing in the aftermath, in the quiet space where the storm has passed. And here's where the numbness comes in, that feeling of being emotionally distant or disconnected. It's not that you've stopped caring. It's that the intensity of what you've experienced has left you drained, needing time to process and recover. You may find yourself wondering, how did I get here? Why do I feel this way now, after everything? This phase you're in, while it may feel unusual and unsettling, is a deeply powerful moment of transition. After the storm of emotions you've endured, it's natural to feel a sense of emotional numbness or apathy. But let me tell you, this is not an ending. It's a cocooning process. Right now, you're doing the hard, invisible work of releasing, recalibrating, and healing. The person you were, the one who felt so deeply triggered and awakened, is shedding layers, making room for the new, empowered version of you to emerge. What you're experiencing now is the stillness before your next great transformation. This apathy, this quiet sense of detachment, is not permanent. It's the soul's way of creating space, allowing you to integrate the lessons, release what no longer serves you, and open up to the incredible new energy that is preparing to flow into your life. Imagine it as the pause before a new chapter begins, one that holds unimaginable growth, fulfillment, and joy. If you're feeling emotionally disconnected, I encourage you not to resist it. Lean into it with curiosity and compassion. This isn't about giving up or losing touch with your true self. It's about creating a sacred space for rebirth. You've been through the fire of transformation, and now you're in the process of being reshaped into someone even more aligned with your highest path. It's strange, isn't it, to feel so detached from someone who has meant so much to you, someone who has played such a pivotal role in your spiritual awakening. Someone with whom you share an incredibly strong soul bond. They've been essential to your journey, as you have been to theirs. And yet, here you are, wondering why you feel so emotionally distant, as though some invisible cord has loosened. For those of you resonating with this, let's explore it more deeply. This message isn't for everyone. It's meant for a specific group of divine feminines who are feeling this emotional detachment, particularly those walking the twin flame path. If this message doesn't resonate with you, that's perfectly fine. Leave it behind without hesitation and trust your intuition to guide you to what does. But if you feel a pull toward this message, I invite you to lean in and trust this process. By liking this video and subscribing to the channel, you're not just supporting my work, you're strengthening our energetic connection. This allows me to pick up on your energy more clearly and channel messages that resonate more deeply with you, not just in this reading, but in future ones as well. Now, as I connect with your energy, I sense something specific about some of you. You may be creators, artists, or individuals who are putting your voice and work out into the world, perhaps through videos, writing, or some other form of expression. You're sharing your unique gifts with others, and that's a beautiful part of your journey. For some, the name Kelsey, or another name beginning with K, may stand out as a nudge from the universe. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry. This detail is meant as confirmation for someone else. The broader message is still here for you to receive. The emotional detachment you're feeling is not a void. It's a clearing. It's the universe preparing you for what's next, for relationships and connections that align with the powerful, radiant energy you're stepping into. This moment, as strange as it feels, is sacred. Trust it. Nurture yourself through it. And know that what awaits on the other side is nothing short of transformational. Let's dive back into the energy of this connection, where it feels like the door to romance has closed, at least for now. The words coming through are one-way street, and they carry a powerful truth. For so long, you poured so much of your emotional energy, care, and love into this masculine energy. You invested deeply, perhaps more than you even realized at the time. But here's the thing, the flow wasn't mutual. It felt one-sided, didn't it? That sense of giving, and giving without receiving in return is emotionally draining. It's burnout in its truest form. And when that burnout sets in, detachment often follows as a natural response, because your soul needs time to replenish and protect itself. Here's the beauty in what might feel like a challenging moment. This emotional distance may be exactly what you need right now. This space you're in, this sense of detachment, isn't an accident. It's your soul recalibrating, restoring balance, and refocusing your energy where it truly belongs, on you. It's not about not caring. In fact, it's the opposite. It's about learning to care for yourself in a deeper, more intentional, and more authentic way. Remember, emotional detachment doesn't have to mean coldness or indifference. It's not about shutting people out or hardening your heart. Instead, it can be a profound act of self-love. It creates space for clarity to flow in and for you to nurture your own energy. When you honor this space, you're making room for healing and growth. It's a temporary phase, a sacred pause. Trust that your heart is recalibrating, and when the time is right, you'll know when to open it fully again. Until then, This is your time to realign with your highest self and tend to your own needs. And here's where the universal law of karma comes in, because it always ensures balance. Every bit of energy you've given, whether to this masculine or anyone else, has not disappeared into some void, even if your ego might feel that way. Energy cannot be lost. It is always accounted for by the universe. By giving so much of yourself without receiving in return, the universe stepped in to restore balance. This detachment you're experiencing now is part of that divine rebalancing. Think of it this way. You gave so much to this masculine, but when that energy wasn't reciprocated, karma intervened. That unbalanced energy created a natural pullback, a divine detachment in the physical world. And while this detachment might feel like apathy, it serves a greater purpose. It's opening you up to receptivity, allowing you to align with what you truly deserve. The scales of karma are rebalancing, not just in this connection, but across your entire life. On a bigger scale, this isn't just about this one connection. My guides are showing me that you've been in what could be called a sowing season. Imagine yourself as a farmer planting seeds in a field. You've put in the hard work, tilling the soil, planting those seeds, nurturing them with your energy and time. You've given so much, not just to this masculine, but to your life, your growth, and the people around you. Now, the season has shifted. Those who haven't reciprocated your rare and beautiful energy are being gently but firmly removed from your life. This is divine protection, ensuring your energy isn't wasted on those who aren't aligned with your highest good. It's not a punishment, it's a realignment. Your season of giving, sacrificing, and nurturing was not in vain. You are entering a harvest season, where the fruits of your labor will begin to bloom. This shift may feel strange, even unsettling, but trust it. The universe is cutting away what no longer serves you to make space for the blessings you are ready to receive. You've worked hard for this. You've earned it. This is your time to step into alignment, not just with your own energy, but with the abundance and love the universe is preparing to deliver. Trust the process, because something truly beautiful is unfolding. You are no longer in the phase of planting seeds or tirelessly tending to the soil. That season has passed. Now, you are stepping into a time of experiencing the fruits of your labor, a season of harvest. Just as nature operates on its own divine timing, unaffected by our desires to rush or delay it, your life has shifted into alignment with its own sacred rhythm. This change was inevitable, and you've likely felt it stirring within you. In the past, for whoever resonates with this message, there may have been relationships or connections, whether with a potential divine masculine, a twin flame, family members, or friends, that left you deeply compelled to give. You might not have fully understood why you felt such a pull toward these individuals. Perhaps they triggered you emotionally in profound ways, yet you found yourself drawn back to them time and again, as if something unresolved was tethering you to them. Now, this shift within you is becoming clearer. The apathy or emotional detachment you're feeling is not a void, it's purposeful. My guides are showing me a metaphor. This apathy is like an anesthetic before a necessary surgery. It is divinely designed to prepare you for the removal of everything in your life that has been holding you back. This energetic surgery is clearing out the people, patterns, and connections that no longer serve your growth. The anesthetic, this numbness, isn't a sign of failure or loss. It's a form of divine protection, allowing you to hold steadfast to your unique energetic frequency without interference. It ensures that the beautiful, loving energy you radiate isn't muddied by others who are still operating from a wounded space. These individuals may have been incapable of meeting you with the same love and reciprocity you offered. But now, the divine is helping you to protect and preserve your precious energy for what lies ahead. As a side note, I heard the name David. This could be significant for someone here. Now, with the angel of love appearing in reverse, I'm hearing several important messages. First, your guides want to remind you of the significance of your emotions. Every emotional experience you've had, especially the deep, unshakable pull towards certain people, was for a divine reason. Your emotions are powerful, intuitive signals, even when they feel overwhelming or confusing. They have guided you through the completion of something far greater than you may have realized. Some of you might have been hard on yourselves in the past for feeling so deeply connected to someone who wasn't giving back to you in the way you deserved. You might have questioned why you kept returning to a connection that felt unbalanced, or why your heart held on so tightly. But your guides want you to know there was nothing wrong with you. Those emotions of love, attraction, and connection were not mistakes. They were divinely inspired. Even in the moments when you gave love to someone who couldn't reciprocate, that love wasn't wasted. It planted seeds. Your open-heartedness and kindness fulfilled parts of soul contracts you held with these individuals. Those contracts were vital for your growth and theirs, even if they didn't unfold in the way your ego might have hoped. Now, the message is clear. The contract has been fulfilled. Many of the karmic connections and soul agreements in your life have reached their natural conclusion. The love you poured into others, even when it wasn't returned in equal measure, has served its divine purpose. You've shown others what love looks like, even when they operated from fear, wounding, or a lack of awareness. You're being pushed into a new season now, a season of receiving. The relationships, patterns, and connections that once drained you are being gently but firmly cleared from your path. Trust this process. The energy you've given so freely in the past is coming back to you in beautiful, abundant ways. This is your time to reap the rewards of your open-heartedness and step into the next phase of your journey. You've been pouring love into this journey, and now, because you've successfully closed out many karmic contracts, the energy is shifting profoundly. Let me clarify. When we talk about karmic contracts, even in deeply significant connections like a twin flame or soulmate relationship, there can still be smaller karmic agreements within the larger soul bond. In these cases, it means you've done your part in healing some of the karmic energy between you and this other person. You've worked tirelessly to purify and balance the connection, creating space for it to evolve into a higher, more healed version of itself. But now, it's not your turn to push anymore. It's their turn. This other soul must now rise to the challenge, to balance the scales on their end, to purify their own karmic patterns, and to meet the energy you've held so beautifully. Of course, free will plays a role in all of this. Each person has the freedom to choose whether to step into their own healing and growth. But here's the key: because you have fulfilled your part, that persistent apathy you might be feeling toward this person or situation is a divine signal. It's your soul saying, "We've done what we came here to do. There's nothing more for us to give in this moment." This is a moment of surrender. Surrendering doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting. Trusting the timing, trusting the divine process, and trusting that the universe will guide this connection or any other situation toward its highest and best outcome. You don't need to push, fix, or alter anything anymore. Your higher self is calling you to shift into a state of receptivity, to embrace the energy of blossoming. This is your springtime, your summer, the season where the seeds you planted so diligently are ready to grow into something abundant and beautiful. But stepping into this receptive state requires courage. I sense that for many of you divine feminines, this shift feels unfamiliar and maybe even unsettling. After all, you've felt such strong, intense emotions toward this person in the past. And now, to feel this apathy, this emotional numbness, can be jarring. Yet this apathy is not a sign that something is wrong. It's spirit working through you, creating the space needed for divine intervention. It's like an anesthetic before a delicate surgery. Spirit is carefully removing everything and everyone from your life that no longer aligns with your growth, preparing you for the new. The question Spirit is asking you now is, do you have the courage to allow this divine surgery to take place? Can you stand firm in your light, trusting that this detachment is happening for your highest good? Can you release what is not meant to move forward with you, trusting that the divine knows what it's doing? If this connection, whether it's twin flame, soulmate, or something else, is meant to be part of your path, the universe will make it clear. Right now, the energetic ball is in the masculine's court. They are being called to balance their karmic scales, to meet the energy you've held so strongly. If and when they do, you'll feel the shift. That feeling of apathy will transform into excitement, passion, and joy. It will be an unmistakable signal from your intuition that the connection has reached a state of balance and is ready to manifest more fully in the physical world. But until then, your work here is done. This is your time to rest, receive, and allow the abundance you've earned to flow into your life. Trust that what is meant for you will never miss you. The universe is always working in your favor, bringing you closer to what serves your highest good. All you have to do is allow it. Until that unmistakable feeling of exhilaration, excitement, or clarity arises, trust what your emotions are telling you. If you're experiencing apathy, detachment, or even an aversion to this person or connection, understand that it's a signal. It's your soul's way of saying, this is not ready. This is not aligned with your highest good right now. It's not rejection, it's redirection, and it's happening for your protection and growth. Your guides are reminding you of a fundamental truth. Healing cannot be rushed or forced, especially when it involves another soul. Every connection is subject to divine timing, which honors the free will of both individuals. Attempting to bypass your emotions or override your intuitive guidance to force something into alignment won't lead to the results you seek. Your emotions are your compass. They're not obstacles. They're the purest form of your intuition, guiding you step by step toward your highest path. For the masculine energy in this dynamic, Spirit is orchestrating what can only be described as a divine pause. While you, divine feminine, may feel a divine disconnect or even apathy, the masculine is being guided into a void, a space where distractions, superficialities, and karmic entanglements are being stripped away. This pause forces introspection, raw emotional processing, and the dismantling of anything that has allowed the masculine to repress or avoid deep, authentic feeling. This void is not easy. It's not meant to be. The masculine is being called to release the ego and confront parts of himself that have been buried beneath layers of avoidance and distraction. And yet, through this process, a profound appreciation and love for the divine feminine is beginning to surface. However, Spirit is clear. Love and appreciation alone are not enough. This connection can only realign in the physical world when the masculine actively works to rebalance the karmic scales. That means giving to the feminine, not from a wounded place, but from a healed, authentic state. It requires action effort, and the courage to fully disconnect from any karmic relationships, situations, or patterns that no longer serve his growth or the purity of this connection. Until the masculine meets those requirements, the divine feminine will continue to experience a sense of disconnect. This is not punishment, it's alignment. Spirit is protecting you, ensuring that what enters your life is in perfect resonance with your highest vibration. Throughout this journey, your emotions remain your greatest guide. As I'm channeling this, I'm repeatedly hearing the importance of trusting your inner emotional landscape. Even if the emotions feel challenging, whether it's apathy, frustration, or uncertainty, they are leading you to expansion. Each feeling is a stepping stone, nudging you toward the most aligned outcome for you and everyone connected to your energy. I'm also seeing someone journaling, which might be a powerful tool for you right now. Writing can help you process and reconnect with the raw, authentic parts of yourself that need to be heard. Allow your emotions to flow onto the page without judgment. Through this practice, you may uncover deeper clarity and insights that guide you further along your path. And, as a final confirmation from Spirit, I noticed the number 2222 during this message, a potent symbol of alignment, balance, and divine orchestration. Perhaps this is a sign for you as well, reassuring you that everything is unfolding in perfect timing. Some of you may even have connections to the letters M, A, or J, which could hold additional resonance. The path forward is one of trust, trusting yourself, trusting your emotions, and trusting the divine process that is unfolding for you. This journey is not about forcing outcomes. It's about allowing Spirit to lead you to something far greater than you could imagine. Keep following your inner guidance and know that you are always being lovingly supported. I'm also hearing the word therapy. Some of you may already be working with a professional to process and navigate your emotions. Others might be finding your own methods to manage anxiety and reconnect with your inner self. Whether it's breathwork, meditation, journaling, or other grounding practices, these techniques are helping you find peace amidst the chaos. For some, anxiety has been a challenge in the past, and Spirit is applauding your efforts to calm your mind and body. Whatever path you're taking to release heavy, dense emotions and stay connected to your raw truth, no matter how vulnerable or uncomfortable that truth may feel at times, it's becoming your guiding light as you shift into this transformative new phase of your life. Now, let's explore the walking away card, which came out in the reverse position. For clarification, I also pulled the community card in reverse. This suggests that some of you might feel called to retreat into your own space, a kind of metaphorical cave where you can focus deeply on yourself. You may feel guided to temporarily step back from certain social circles, situations, or relationships to clarify your thoughts, emotions, and energy. Interestingly, the number 7 and the color red, or possibly the gemstone ruby, came through as symbols for someone specific. These might hold personal significance for you, acting as subtle nudges from the universe to validate your current path. This period of solitude isn't about loneliness. It's about recalibration. It's about giving yourself the time and space to reconnect with your deepest truths. And as you do, the energy of the Lover's card comes into play. This is such a powerful and symbolic shift in your life, representing soul-level decisions, profound connections, and alignment with love, whether romantic, platonic, or even self-love. It speaks to major choices that are rooted in authenticity and guided by your heart. At this moment, Spirit acknowledges that you might feel waves of apathy. You might feel detached from certain people, situations, jobs, or even environments that once felt comfortable. But this apathy serves a purpose. The universe operates with precision. It never leaves a void. That feeling of detachment is protecting your energy, keeping you physically and emotionally apart from things that no longer serve your highest good. Instead, you're being called to hold space. You might be holding space for a healed version of a person or relationship, but it's equally possible that you're holding space for something entirely new to enter your life. A new connection, opportunity, or phase of growth that aligns perfectly with your evolving energy. The Lover's card also brings up the idea of big decisions, ones that might feel overwhelming at first. Spirit urges you to follow your heart in these moments. And remember, the heart isn't just about romantic love. It's the emotional center of your being. Every emotion you feel, whether joy, pain, or even uncertainty, flows through your heart space, offering guidance. If you find yourself struggling to interpret your emotions or make sense of your inner guidance, this is where practices like journaling can be transformative. Take time to sit with your feelings, write them down, and explore them without judgment. These moments of self-reflection will help you gain clarity and uncover the answers that already exist within you. You're stepping into a time of profound transformation. Trust that your emotions, whether they feel light or heavy, are leading you exactly where you're meant to go. You are holding space for something truly beautiful to emerge, and when the timing is right, it will reveal itself to you. For now, trust the process, lean into your inner wisdom, and know that everything is unfolding for your highest good. With the Four of Cups reversed, I'm seeing the energy of motivation returning to you, the end of a stagnant phase, and an openness to seize the opportunities that are presenting themselves. For many of you, this feels like a shift related to abundance, creativity, work, finances, or even your life purpose. You might have felt a sense of stagnancy for quite some time. Spirit is highlighting a timeline of around 18 months for some of you. This number may hold personal meaning, whether as a marker of time or a significant connection in your journey. But regardless of how it resonates, the message is clear. You're on the verge of being creatively and energetically broken open. This period of stagnation has served a purpose. Spirit has been preserving your divine life force energy, ensuring that it remains intact for the incredible momentum that is about to take place. You're stepping into a time when your creative endeavors, career, or passions will begin to flourish and gain significant traction. For many divine feminines, this awakening is closely tied to areas like creativity, business, work, finances, or purposeful projects. Your energy is being protected and redirected towards something extraordinary. The Lover's card continues to shine in this reading, offering a deeper layer of insight. If you've been feeling a void, perhaps an apathy or detachment toward a specific person, job, or situation, know that this space is intentional. Spirit is holding this void so it can be filled with something divinely aligned. Whether it's a connection that has recently entered your life or one that is on its way, this new energy carries the potential for profound companionship, balanced partnership, and a deeply healing heart chakra bond. Trust that what is meant for you is approaching in divine timing. To close this reading, I pulled a final card from the Rumi Oracle deck. Enter the Garden of Delights. Here's an excerpt from the guidebook that feels so aligned with the energy of this moment. You have been granted entry into sacred space, a sanctuary for worship. When the soul is well acquainted with love, life becomes a temple of love, the sacred space in which the soul can grow powerful through expansive worship of love. You are being invited by your spiritual brother, Rumi, to enter into life, to commit to coming alive, even if at times this feels deeply challenging. Sometimes, a part of you may rather stay locked in an illusion of security for a time, perhaps expressed through the preference for what is over what is unknown, what is comfortable or familiar compared to that which is unfamiliar or uncomfortable. To tussle with the parts of us that would deny aliveness is a natural part of growth. It can seem so risky, with such potential for heartache. Yet what could be more heart-wrenching than the slow death of a precious human soul suffocated by fear and inertia? That is the greatest risk of never really and fully being born into this world of wonders. To come alive requires shedding much adherence to the fear of death. You have been through much death, dear one, around you, within you. You have known this dark angel, and that is why you are so full of life. Your attempts to stay as you have been, to render something in your life immobile or impervious to change, have failed. Let us celebrate, for the garden is here now to be touched, tasted, seen, heard, felt, inhaled, and loved. A new day is dawning for you. What a profound and beautiful message to conclude this reading. This is a time of rebirth, of stepping into the garden of life and embracing all its wonders, even if the path feels uncertain or challenging at times. You are being called to trust, to step forward with courage, and to celebrate the incredible journey that lies ahead. I hope this reading has brought clarity, inspiration, or comfort to your heart. If something resonated with you, I'd love to hear your reflections in the comments. As always, I'm sending you so much love and light on your journey.